All right, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Come on. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to joining the live stream. We got a good one for you today. No paste here. Save. Hey, welcome everybody. Winarta, thanks for joining the stream today. General Caddy, back at it again. Daryl Batonio, thanks for joining. Misfits Lion King, looks like you're up, buddy. You guys are up. Justin's back again too. This is great. So we've got a little bit of a late live stream tonight. So it's 11 p.m. for me almost. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. Let me go ahead and bring up the Alliance power here. These folks got 2.2 billion with a B. With a B power in their Alliance. And I've got it on good authority that we're about to go up against an even bigger Alliance. So this is going to be a heavy-hitting, bare-knuckle, dragged-out fight. And that's why I stayed up until 11 o'clock to cast this. So we're going to have a good one for you today. Looks like some of the folks from the Misfit Line Division are coming to join in right now to watch the pre-game before the live action starts. And then it's on them to give us a great fight. Dejan, thanks for joining. I'm assuming that's your last name or that's your location. I'm not sure, but either way, thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm going to post it. Every time I stream, it goes up. So you'll be able to watch it on the back end whenever you want. Rec Tony, hello, how are you? Justin, again. Some more Misfits. There's tons of Misfits. I figured that out while I was kind of hanging out with them a little bit in their chat. There's a lot of Misfits. There's a lot of Misfits in this group. So, I'm Gio Panipi. Okay, well, welcome, David. Appreciate you joining. Rec, yeah, I'm not handing out mods until I know you really well. So, keep joining the stream and we'll see what happens from there. Okay, yeah, David, welcome to the stream, bud. I got you. Yeah, I remember you. I remember seeing you in chat. So yeah, look at my sweet city that I'm contributing to their 2.1 billion power. I mean, this is why they bring me in, right? This 4,300 power city here is just gonna wreck face all over the place. So 10 minutes, prepare for battle. That's exactly how we do it. All right, guys. So again, thanks for joining me. This is the second live stream today. Looks like we're getting some more folks in as we go along. Again, really strong fight that we're looking to have here today. The leader messaged me earlier and said that a couple of their really big folks had to take a step back for personal reasons today, so they're not going to be at full power. That being said, he promised a good fight, and that's what we're looking to stream. So really nice of him to invite me to cast this for y'all. I really appreciate that, and yeah, really looking forward to doing this for y'all and seeing some really big fights. I know there's some T5 here, so let's go through some of the Alliance members and kind of showcase what we're going to be working with here. I don't think I can see the roster of the Ark because I'm not in it, but we can go through some of these members, and as you can see, I mean, Misfits Lion King, almost 120 million power. That is insane. That's double the power of the top person on my Alliance. Or not even my Alliance, my my kingdom. I'm the top player for now, at least, on my Alliance at just under 59 mil. So he more than doubles me there. Yeah, Justin, tomorrow's Ark for our kingdom and our Alliance is at 20 UTC tomorrow. Yeah. Or I guess today if you're talking UTC time. You haven't missed anything. AK-47, you haven't missed anything. We're just getting started. The Ark match is going to get started here in about 9 minutes. I'm just going over some of the members. And, yeah, this is going to be a really good fight. I'm really looking forward to it. Lots of Tier 5 players here on the rank 4 level, and certainly the leader is definitely a heavy hitter. He's the one that invited me, so I appreciate you joining. And 5-5 Open, he actually lives about 45 minutes away from me from what I just learned, so that's pretty cool. He gets to know all about the Virginia weather. It's all 4 seasons in one day. Yeah, Daryl, welcome. Appreciate that. Yeah, keep joining the streams, man. I'm going to be doing a lot of this stuff going forward. Gecko's reached out to me, and we're looking to maybe do a little partnership on some dual stream action as well. Certainly me and Ronnie look to continue to partner up and do things. So, I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff for you guys. We're bringing more and more content every day. We're looking to generate some more things for you guys to pay attention to and learn from. And if there's something that we can do to bring that to you, just let us know in the comments below, and we'll certainly work on that for you. Kyle Andre, bro, can you try level 70 expedition after Ark? Yeah, I don't see why not. Just remind me, because I'll probably forget, because it's an hour from now. So I'll probably forget. But yeah, I'll do it for you. I can do it with just one army now at this point. Justin, what will be your priority commander and units on Ark? Well, certainly I just maxed out Richard. That's going to be a priority commander for my Ark. And then I'm still working on Martel, but he's pretty solid. And then, just keeping all my armies full. So I've got enough troops now to where I can pretty much fill up all my army slots with what I need. So I'm going to be in really good shape. But let's go ahead and get back to Misfits here. So again, really solid R4 level. Everybody is pretty much above 20, solid Tier 4 level, and then there's quite a few solid Tier 5s here. I'm not sure who was not able to join. I didn't get names, but we'll figure that out once the match starts. But having 120 million, 118 million player in your alliance is no joke. No joke. Like that's a one-man army right there. And we still got a couple more. There's a T5 right there. There's a T5 in the making with FinFet. He's on his way. Lots of high-level 20s here, which is very solid T4 action. That means they've got quite a bit of troops to contribute to the battlefield, which is really good. That's really what you need. You need commanders and you need troops. T5, T4. I mean, T5 are obviously going to be better, but the more troops you can bring to the battle with quality commanders, you're going to be an impact on the battlefield. And that's really what it's all about. And with Ark, I mean, it's just fun. It's just so fun. Lots of high teens here, too. I'm not sure if any of these folks were able to join. I highly doubt it, unless they're running the Ark or something. And again, lots more high teens. I mean, really solid, powerful line. Look at me, just killing it down there. Absolutely killing it down there. Power contributor. Power contributor to the alliance is what I'm looking at there. So yeah, I mean, tons of folks here, really solid players, really solid governors. This alliance came highly recommended to me from Ronnie, so that's why I went ahead and made sure that I got the chance to do this with them. I wanted to get a really good, high quality Ark on my channel for this weekend, and we had a really good one earlier today. But I'm thinking this one's going to be even better. It's going to be a massive battle scene. Slaughter everywhere. I'm going to be hopping all around trying to find all the battles. So keep me on point. Make sure that we're doing everything we can here, because it's going to be, man, it's going to be lit. I mean, we're just going to have to be all over the place. I'd imagine there's going to be some heavy rallies here. I'd imagine we're going to be looking at a lot of open field battles in the middle. I know that Misfits is known for their strategy, so I'm hoping that losing a couple players right before the Ark is not going to throw them off their game. I think I saw them chatting earlier and just kind of shoring up what they're doing. So I really think we're going to be in good shape for a really nice battle today. And as I go, guys, just to kind of keep you in the loop, when I see things that are really, really working and really, really good, I'm gonna highlight it. I'm gonna showcase it. And if there's something that maybe needs a quick adjustment, I'm going to highlight that too. I'm trying to give you as much as you can. When you say, can you show the Ark real quick? I can't get in yet, man. This is where it's at. Ark tab, yeah. I can't do anything. I'm not level 16, so we got to wait until it opens up. Once we open up, then we're going to be in really good shape. But the alliance that Misfits are fighting are about 140 or 150 million more power. And again, with Misfits being 2.1 billion, that's saying something. This is a pretty solid matchup. The opposing team is definitely a power team. They have a lot of power players. It's unfortunate that a couple of Misfits players weren't able to join, but I think that overall this is going to still be a really good fight, because chances are they're gonna probably not have all their players too. Bonnie Dune Homestead, welcome to the channel. Good to see you. Doing as much Ark intel research as possible. Yeah, we all got to, right? I still do Ark research, right? I mean, we all have to. We got to keep up. We got to keep up with the game. Silly Frog, I know of a one IKM alliance, and they are insanely powerful. Yeah, I mean, I've heard the same thing. I'm hoping to maybe do some casting with that alliance too. Vash Stampede, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, bud. Silly Frog, not sure if it's the same one. Might be. We'll see in about 2 minutes. Misfits Lion King, all 28 are joined. Oh, good, awesome. Good. Or hopefully that's for your team and not for the other team. We'll see. Vash, no, our Ark is in, I don't know how many hours exactly, but it's probably like 16-ish. Yeah, 16 hours. 15 hours. Bonnie, hey, how do you extinguish flames after getting zeroed in your Ark of your city? You heal up your troops, or you can go to your wall and actually just heal the wall. You can do that while you're in the Ark. It just depends. The situation depends on if that makes sense, right? So if you've got 15 armies swarming you and you only got a few 100,000 troops left, probably not worth it to heal anything up. Just get teleported out of there. Luckily, I haven't been in that situation before, but it happens at some point, right? It's going to happen at some point. You got to be ready for it. Silly Frog, I can't move anywhere, man. We're doing a live stream for an Ark of Osiris. We can't go anywhere. Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. I was being a little facetious earlier. I know who IKM is, and I'm pretty sure we're about to see them in here in just a little bit. David, tier 1 armies only. Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah, you should be sending out, the front folks should be sending out tier 1 cavalry to capture those obelisks. And there's some other strategies for that, but you know, it just depends. It depends on who you're up against. Sometimes you can kind of play a little aggressive and starting off with a rally to their obelisks, or you might want to play a little more defensive and send the tier 1 cavalry to your obelisk and reinforce it right off the bat. We got 5 seconds to go, folks. It's about to get hot in here. This is about to seriously go down. Here, let me turn my other phone off so that we don't have some crazy stuff going on. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's hit it. All right, there's the Temple of Osiris. That's where about 15,000 points gets generated every single Ark. So if you are wanting those points, you're going to have to cap it. And it's as simple as that. Man, Misfits are on point. They are already locked in. They are jumped in. Nobody's waiting around. I love it. That's exactly what you want to see when you're starting off your Ark, is everybody in place, ready to rock and roll. Lots of level 25 cities. And then obviously the big gun, right? The big gun up front. Getting ready to kill it. Legend Osman. For those of you who don't know, Legend Osman is the son of Legend Ertugrul. Half y'all probably won't get that, but that's what it is. Awesome sauce. Leader is also in our kingdom with 30 mil plus from Misfits. Yeah. Lion King's Alliance. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a really good fight, guys. I'm really excited to cast this. This is going to be a really good one. All right. So going across, who is this? This is IKM. I feel like we were just talking about them. So IKM, they've got some really solid players. Lots of T5, guys. There's going to be a lot of T5 on the battlefield. Those are all T4. I wish I could hit the attack button. There's some T5 right there. There's another T5. There's a oof. Oof. This is gonna be a tough battle for Misfits. I know they can pull it out, but there's gonna have to be some significant strategies in place here. It's as simple as that. I mean, they've got some lower end folks here on the back, so not too bad for the swarm. But these front 2 rows right here are really solid T4 and really solid T5. So this is gonna be a pretty big battle, guys. I'm excited. I'm ready to play. Give me an account. Give me an account to jump in here. I'm excited. Misfits are ready to go. I can already tell. I know their chat's blowing up. I can already see it. You got 30 seconds left. I know they've got a really good strategy. I'm going to do my best to, well, first off, I'm going to figure out how the heck I did this. I didn't know we could even do that. I've never seen that magnifying glass before. It's all good. Yeah, S6. I know about Ertugrul. I love history, so I know all about all that stuff. Vash, I saw Ark, a video of you, 2 armies outside. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave the chat for right now until we get into a little bit of a lull here. The Ark has started. Let's hit it. So let's see what comes out here. Ooh, that's a quick, fast march out there. All right, you can see Misfits starting to flood out. I see 1 T1 Cav army there coming out of, looks like Holden Tudix. And he's already catching up to the front, so that's good. Same thing from Phantom Killer. I like this. So, again, you can tell these guys are organized. They've got designations for people who are sending their armies. A lot of times you'll see a cast where you see 8 governors sending 8 level 1, tier 1 cavalry groups to the obelisks. You don't need that. You're wasting an army slot. Why are you doing that? Misfits have got it together. They've already got their actions in place. You can tell they're already starting to go towards their side of the map here. You got a lot of folks going towards the obelisk, the closest one. So as you can tell, guys, this one is closer than the top one. This one's farther away, so it's going to take longer to cap. So same thing for this one over here. For, what is it, IXM or IKM? You've already got somebody about to hit the obelisk too. I think that's going to be a little faster than the Misfits. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a little faster. That's not a huge deal. That's not a huge deal, but you don't want to let that snowball. Okay? Get the obelisk. That's very good. Capturing your outpost very quickly. That starts to get your point generation going. That starts to get your folks lined up for battle. Getting those things secured early is a good thing. Okay, so we're about... Let's see when the blue one pops first. The blue obelisk. This is taking too long. There we go. So you're about 20 seconds behind on your obelisk capture. So little ground needs to be made up on the back end. I think as long as you're positioning yourselves on the shrine and on the altar, then you're going to be in good shape. Because you still got basically 2.5 minutes, roughly, before these things pop. So getting your armies upfield, which is what they're doing, getting them in the middle, starting to see a little scout action going out, which is good. The thing about scouting in the Ark is those reports tend to get kind of lost in the shuffle. So, you know, can be good if you can get a hold of them. But sometimes between the battles and people scouting you, you can never find your own scouting report. So it's a little tough. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of the strategy. All right, so Lion King is up front. He is going right past everything and going straight for the obelisk. Look at this. This is a power move right here. This is a power play. And I don't know if Fallen to the north sees him. mean, this could be a huge move. It just depends. Well, yeah, they're starting to reinforce that obelisk. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. These are T5 Cav guys. It looks like he's in German. So this is a German civilization, T5 Cav, ready to take on an obelisk by himself. So let's go. I mean, it's about to go down. Okay, we're just standing. Okay. This might be a distraction thing. Okay, we're going to fight outside. That's fine. I think that's definitely a better move than attacking the obelisk straight on. This is where, I mean, look at this. This double C is taking on this Mena on open field. I'm wondering if that was a T4 army or not. Open field, Minamoto should beat double C primary every single time. We need to start seeing some rallies, which I believe will probably start coming as soon as these obelisks get capped, which will be in about a minute. You got Misfits over here kind of holding off the horde, really. Look at this. Look at this train. Oh, my goodness. There is an absolute train of armies. Look at this. That's got to be 15, 20. That's 20 armies right there. Plus the other 5 or 6 that are in the obelisk. They're looking to play defensive. IKM is looking to play defensive, and that's not what Misfits are doing. Look at them. They're taking over some shrines. They're taking over some altars. The altars are key. They're going to start getting some serious points really quickly by capturing those altars. Altars give your alliance the most points per minute of anything out there. This needs to be capped immediately, which it looks like is what they're doing. Finfet. Let's go check out the one up north. This one has nobody around it, but that's okay. I mean, they're up. If they can cap their own altar over there and even grab the Shrine of Life right beside that obelisk, they're going to be in a really, really good position. That's a power position. Look at this. You've got 6 armies holding off 20. All they have to do is swarm, and it's over. What are they doing? Why are they stopping? Okay, I see what they're doing. Do y'all see what they're doing? They're not afraid. Well, they're probably a little bit afraid, but here's what they're doing. They're clumping up because they have so many T5s. They're starting to pour it in. Because they have so many T5s, they're just going to go across the map like this in a wave. They're just going to go in a big wave right up this side. So Misfits need to identify that and reinforce those buildings because they're going to swarm. If you've got the right commanders in those buildings right there on the left side, they're going to lose. If they swarm this stuff, they're going to lose. I mean, this is a great start for Misfits. Great start. Big battles. See, that's what I'm talking about. You see how Minamoto is just wrecking CBY? Because Minamoto versus Double C wins every time. If it's equal types of troops, they win. The skill path is a lot greater than the mobility path. It's just the way it is. And running away is probably not the best thing either. You'd be running back a lot faster if you just killed yourself. No offense. You know what I mean. Wow, huge battles, guys. Look at this. Y'all see this? I want to zoom out just a smidge more. I don't want y'all to turn into pyramids. There we go. Look at this. Fire raining down, raining freedom everywhere. All kinds of AoEs going off. Lots of Cav battles. I see a YSG up there. I see some Julius action down. I mean, just huge, huge battles, guys. There's so many troops from IKM over here, though. There's just so many. They can't do everything. They can't do everything by themselves. They're going to need some help. All right, I see some flashing buildings up here. Let's go. This is the exact wrong thing to do, but when you've got this many T5, sometimes it works. 5-5 is coming in to reinforce. That's a good thing. Unfortunately, you can't reinforce one building with all 3 armies. So that's going to go only so far. But 5-5 Open is a solid T5 player, so he at least can take care of some of the folks that are on the open field. Don't run away. Don't run away. You're just giving them free kills at this point. I think he's probably looking somewhere else on the map. Yeah, he's looking somewhere else on the map and doesn't know that his stuff is running away. All right, so it looks like IKM is starting to get their stuff together. They're behind. Misfits is definitely winning by over double. But IKM is getting their folks in position to start sweeping the map. So like I said earlier, they were basically congregating so that they can basically act like an ocean wave and just wave down this entire area. That's what they're trying to do because they have so many T5s. It's insane. Double C as your primary commander inside of a building is not the right thing to do. You want to make sure you've got a solid defense style commander like a Charles Martel or a Richard or even a Minamoto with full cav. That'll work, but if you got mixed troops, that's not what you want in the building. Also, fighting open field versus fighting from inside the building, not the smartest thing, but I'm assuming Phantom Killer probably has one army in there already, so he wasn't able to actually jump in, would be my guess. Looks like we do have a rogue squadron of misfits over here capturing an outpost of Seth. I do believe that the Ark is going to be popping soon. Yeah, we got about 2 minutes left. I'd imagine there's going to be some big battles going on there as well. Look at all of these IKM, man. Even the siege looks terrifying. I mean, they're all T4, but they look crazy. Vash, who can beat a whale in ocean? That's hilarious. I like that. So far, again, Misfits are really putting it on strong. They're getting some good kills. They're engaging in some good fights. They need to reposition at the front line where the center of the map is. So they need to congregate all of their forces on the outsides of where the arcs are, the 2 lanes, and really hold down their shrines and their altars at the front line here. This is where they need to be. They need to be in these buildings with proper commanders and then having reinforcements behind to reinforce those buildings. That's the key to holding off a wave like this. Because right now, IKM is slowly but surely just maneuvering all of their T5 armies and just doing work. Now, this was a really nice rally over here, and they went ahead and captured their obelisk. That's fantastic. That's going to be a huge distraction. Huge distraction. In fact, I bet you see a bunch of, you start seeing some of these folks start to come back because the obelisk got captured. And now here's the bonehead move that's about to happen, okay? It happens every time. Every time. They're going to swarm it. And there's a Richard in there. I saw it. If they swarm that obelisk, they're going to get an extra 4,000 points just because of that. If they swarm that obelisk, they're going to get 4,000 points for the Alliance. 10 seconds until the altar or the Ark pops and nobody's around it. You need to have somebody on Ark patrol. Holden, come back. Holden, come back. The Ark is up and nobody's there. I think we had some fights going on over here. It looks like they were able to repel it. IKM was. Yep. And here comes a big rally onto the obelisk for Misfit. I'm curious as to what's in here. I can't see inside of it. I can only see the troop counts on the field. And I got a feeling that this one is also getting swarmed here pretty soon. They better do something about that, or else there's going to be some teleporting cities coming in there pretty soon. Let's see how this rally fares. I think they need to be hitting the rally on the way, but unfortunately the troop count is just not there. This rally is coming in unopposed, and I can't see the troop count, but I'd imagine at least 1 million. At least 1 million troops in this rally. And you've got reinforcements coming up from behind. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough to hold off. Mehmed, if he's maxed, Mehmed is a very solid conquering commander. Very solid. Looks like Misfits is doing some work on that rally already. And the obelisk has Julius in it, so he's a pretty good defensive commander. It is taking some significant damage. It's going to be tight. You need to we need to get some folks on the back end of this obelisk to reinforce, because it's not looking pretty. I don't think there's enough troops in that obelisk. Not even close. Yeah, Baprang, get into the obelisk. CBY, get into the obelisk. Baprang, get into the one of your 5 armies around here needs to get into the obelisk. And you've got more IKM coming up from the back. This is going to be interesting. I think they're going to cap this obelisk. At the same time, though, you see the map, right? You see the top right where that altar is getting attacked. So they're fighting on multiple fronts. It's going to be hard. Yeah, there was only 1 army in there. 2 armies. 2 armies in there. Yeah, they're starting to swarm some stuff here. It looks like this one's also going to go down. It'll probably be a little close, but it'll go down. Do not swarm the obelisk. There's an entire rally in that obelisk. Do not swarm the obelisk. Do not swarm that obelisk. And I think that's exactly what he's doing. All right. So Misfits have this obelisk in their control. They've got 6 teleports. Looks like Stormfraz is coming out to do a little work. 5-5 open also coming out to do a little work. Let's jump back over to the other obelisk. Man, there's some serious battles going on here. Tons of AoEs. Looks like Misfits are trying to bring up some folks from the back end here to kind of stem the tide a bit. Misfits Lion has got his Mina group out and doing some serious work on the obelisk. I think a quick 1-minute rally would be more effective here, especially with your biggest player having a city right there. But you would also want to have the troops that are near you already inside of your city. You don't want them coming from across the map. It's going to take forever. But it looks like it's going to go down. Well done. Well done. Taking back your obelisk. Get that one back. You got their obelisk as well. And now you're going to start, see? You are going to start teleporting. He already had his finger on the button. I knew it. So Stormfraz has his city up front. Misfits are up by 5,000 points. 5,000 alliance points. This is a great battle, guys. Great battle. Definitely going to have the word epic in the title by the time we're done with this, because this is a fantastic endgame display of what strategy does for somebody who also has T5. Like having T5 is great and all, but unless you have strategy in place, it does nothing for you. And making a wave on each side of the lane of the arc map, it's basic. It's basic. It's not, there's not a whole lot of extra in there. So for somebody who's put a lot of time in figuring out how to do the rallies, figuring out how to do who's taking what and where people are going, that goes a long way. There's a rally right there attacking the Shrine of Life, but there's also a lot of IKM hitting that rally on the back, and I don't think it's going to make it. However, the folks that are swarming that rally are taking some significant damage as well. I'll jump the storm in just a second, chicken. All right, so that rally's not going to make it. It's going to take quite a few troops with it, but good on you for sticking it out. Don't disband that army. Just let it run its course. It's going to do what it needs to do. There's got to be a ton of troops in that Shrine of Life. And to be honest with you, Shrine of Life is not the most important objective. We should be hitting these altars on the back end while that rally goes off, because that's where the points are at. And that's why IKM is over here trying to swarm this Sky Altar, because Sky Altars give you major points for your alliance. All right, let's jump over to the obelisk. Serious work being done over here. Stormfraz is taking on multiple armies at the same time. Another one coming in, porting in right now. That's 5-5 open. He's also pretty solid T5. Let's tap Stormfraz. He's got 68.5 million power. 5-5 open is right there with him with 67.5 million. Man, absolutely killer display of endgame here. I see a lot of proper commanders too. I see YSG, I see Minamoto. If you're going to have an archer group, you might as well have Elset at the front of it. Julius Caesar at the front, absolutely perfect for a situation like this where you need some tankiness. I look to see all these folks here that are in the field right now. to start zeroing these cities. Because I guarantee you all these cities, yep, 5-5's got the right idea. Because all these folks have their armies on the map, and they're gonna kick these guys back to their base. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect display. So it looks like on the back end too, we're getting some attacks. This guy's not going anywhere. Big attacks here. I think Misfits has that wrapped up. Let's jump back to the obelisk. More people coming into the obelisk. Look at 5-5 open, just rocking the house over there. He's already got almost 1 million kills. Stormfraz, 750,000, 750,000. Royal King trying to catch up with 140,000. Man, this is awesome. Now, generally I don't recommend you swarm, but in this situation, because all their troops are probably up front, it's not a bad idea to swarm, because you can get these cities zeroed out and kick them back to their base, and that will help you significantly, because you all know how long it takes to come up this map. It takes 10-15 minutes to get from one end to the other, even with a cavalry group. So looks like IKM's trying to come back. They're trying to bring some armies back to the obelisk here to start taking things. They basically ignored Misfits having this obelisk, and that was a huge mistake. Maybe I missed a rally on it, but I didn't see any attacks on this obelisk at all. At all. This is huge. This is the game-changing moment that wins you the whole arc. And then on top of it, ooh, this altar needs some reinforcements in a bad way. Those are two different players, so both of those guys should hop in that altar. That altar's going down. It's going to be tight. Let's jump back over to the obelisk. There's too much action going on, guys. This is amazing fights. T5 versus T5. Let's zoom in a little bit, get a little close-up. Look at this. YSG going off. Mina going off. Mehmed going off. Mehmed, not the best open field commander. He does pretty well with AoEs, I'll give you that. But he's for zeroing those cities. So it looks like he's already worked on one and got them to take off. They're gone. You got 3 other cities up there at the top and a bunch of armies in the middle. It looks like they're attacking the obelisk too with a rally. There you go. You have to use a rally on these situations. You have to. Yeah, one city's gone, but it looks like, yeah, they're reinforcing the obelisk. That's exactly what you should be doing right now. And they're going to also swarm with the rally. Hulk's coming in on the back end with 21.5. That's a solid T4 player. Royal King's doing work with a running away double C, which makes no sense. Also with a primary Belisarius, which also makes no sense, but it's doing work, so we'll go for it. This is huge, huge battle. Look at this. I'm sure there's stuff happening on the other side of the map, but I can't take my eyes away from this. There's just so much going on, right? I see some Joan of Arcs as primary here. These are probably, we're running out of commanders to use, so whatever the biggest one is what we're going to use type of situation. Yeah, I mean, we got T5 versus T5 versus T5 versus T5. Those are, those are Mamluks, right? Yeah, those are T5 Mamluks. T5, are those T5 Janissaries? I don't think those are T5. Those are T5 cavalry, though, right there. All right, so it looks like Misfits are starting to get hit on the back end here. Intense battles. Looks like we got a Richard and Barca group. That's an interesting combination. Could definitely do work. Very defensive. It's hard to figure out who's winning the engagement here. I feel like because Misfits still has the obelisk, they are. But the obelisk has taken some pretty significant damage. They've got 2 teleports left. They need to get one more city up here to reinforce this obelisk, is what they need to do. If they had one more city come up and reinforce this obelisk, I think it's in the bag. And there you go. There's Lewis Vin. T4-ish player. That's a solid T4 because, yeah, we only need about 5 mil, 4 or 5 mil. And if Lewis is jumping cities, that's a smart thing to do. Unfortunately, Wild Caddy is starting to come over to Lewis, and Wild Caddy is a T5 player. So this is going to go probably pretty badly for Lewis, but Lewis, I would reposition your AoE to be attacking the middle army so you're hitting more than one target. Yeah, I mean, I see Joan with support tree. I mean, it makes sense, but with what? I'd rather have a powerful commander versus a buffed Joan army that's only going to last about 2 minutes. I don't know. Yeah, so we're losing a couple cities up here with the Misfits. The obelisk is still standing and still getting supported, but so is the rally. So this is going to be like a photo finish down to the wire type of thing, and I think pretty much all the action is right here. Let me zoom out just to see if I see any other red markers anywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the hot spot. This is the hot spot. Lots of AoEs raining down. There's tons of armies all together. Sartan is coming over to 5-5 open to take out another city. They already had one city have to pour it out. It looks like some of the armies are starting to come up from the middle here, which is good. Looks like they defeated the rally. Wow. All right, so another city goes back. However, they don't want to take it on 5-5 open with a Richard defending his city by swarming it. That's the exact wrong thing to do. I don't see a rally in here. Do y'all see a sigil in here designating it as a rally? I don't. Okay. I don't know if I agree with the switch to Sun Tzu. I know that it's AoE, and that's great. He's doing work. Can't complain with results. I would prefer Richard over Sun Tzu as a defense to my city, just because he's going to survive longer. But Sun Tzu is doing work, and this is why you don't swarm a T5 city, folks, because you don't win. You don't win doing this. Sartan just lost his entire army base because he swarmed. He needed to just take his time, open field fight, take one of his armies back over to Wildcatty or over Zero, or he can do it himself and he could start a rally. And it takes a minute. And if you rally, you're going to be a lot better off. He's bringing in a full cavalry group again. That's not going to go very well. Sartan's Richard group is going down very quickly. Hopefully Royal King has some extra troops in his base. He probably doesn't with 19 million there. Look how many kills. 2.6 million already for 5-5 open. And it looks like he's just getting started. Looks like Sartan basically speed rushed his entire army base again. So he probably blew through about 10 days of speed ups there. And it looks like there's a rally coming up from Misfits Lion King. He's doing work on the back end. It looks like they basically split the army or the map in half. Misfit says, this is my area over here. I'm going to take all this on. And then 5-5 open with Hulk and with the Royal King. Go take care of the obelisk. Now, it looks like they did just lose the obelisk. And I see a couple sad faces rolling. So they finally got it, but they're going to have to do something a little different to dislodge 5-5 open from his base. They're going to have to do something a lot different, like maybe a rally. He probably still could be there for the next 5 minutes because of the rally. Now, maybe he saw a rally coming, or maybe he anticipated a rally coming, which is why he poured it out, which would have been a smart move. Also could be kind of cutting his losses and seeing that the obelisk is gone and seeing that there probably is a bunch of people in the obelisk and he's not going to be able to capture it by himself. Getting out of there is probably the right decision. So let's jump over to the rally over here on this side. Looks like Misfits is winning. Yeah, he's beating up on the Julius here and sending some folks home with some sad faces. Man, I tell you guys, this is by far the most crazy battle I've seen so far. I know there's a big one tomorrow with JWM and UCS. If it's anything like this, everybody's in for a treat. It looks like VNH0 has the Ark for IKM. Looks like there's some folks behind him trying to catch him. I'm not quite sure how he's outrunning an army that's not using an Ark. But he's fast. He's really fast with that. He's probably got some... No, those are tier 4 or tier 5 cavalry. So they're not the fastest thing out there. Lion King's T5s are smarter. Hey, that's cool. Hey, Dennis, welcome to the stream, buddy. We got some action here. It looks like they are going to cap the Ark, and that will give them a little bit of an advantage. They're going to get the attack and defense bonus, which will help them in the open field fights here and whenever they're starting to cap some stuff. So Misfits, they are leading. It's not quite 2-1, but it's pretty close. Losing this Ark will keep IKM in the game, but at the same time, there's a pretty significant gap to make up. So really, really big fights, guys. Really big fights. If you're getting attacked, so here's a point. If you're getting attacked, stop. Fight. Don't keep running. Unless there's an absolutely critical objective that you have to get to, do not keep walking. You're not using your active skills. You're not generating rage. You're not doing anything that will help you win. So now that YSG is going to get sent packing because he was walking for half of his life. And now he's running away. He should just die so that he's just as fast as all those other sad faces that are running. The quicker you get your commanders back, the quicker you can speed up your troops healing, and the quicker you can get back on the battlefield. Rule number one. Rule number one. Lots of armies in the middle for IKM. It looks like they're starting to see the benefit of having the Ark. He went past his outpost. I don't know why he did that. But it does look like he is going to his outpost now finally. So they're going to cap it. Starting to bring the score a little closer. So now we're at 22,800 to 17,000. So about a 5,000, almost 6,000 point difference in favor of Misfits. This is, again, the wrong thing to do. Why are you swarming an altar? These are the things that make you lose arcs. These are the things that make you lose arcs. They may get it. They may get it. And they probably will. But they lost 5 times as many troops as they need to. So they're going to lose the Sky Altar. There needs to be some armies coming or a rally coming to take that Sky Altar back, because that's a very important structure. Do not make the same mistake that they just did and swarm that Sky Altar, because you're going to lose. Let's jump over to this one. Wow, lots of armies forward. Lots of armies forward. Need reinforcements inside of that shrine. This building gives them damage buffs, so they definitely need to make sure that they keep this up and on their side. If they don't, IKM may be swinging the tide of this Ark. So we got more stuff coming, full army of siege. They can do some work, but they also die really quickly, so there's that. I would Geopanipi. I would, if you can't, I understand, but you should reinforce that that shrine unless you already have somebody in there. Attack, yes, attack. Lots of sad faces going away. They're swarming it again, and again, they're probably going to get it because of how many T5 they have, right? But the defending force that occupies that shrine is going to be a lot weaker than it could have been if they just did a rally. Mario, how you doing, buddy? Chicken Nugget, I have no idea why he ran past the outpost, but he did. He figured it out, and he went back. Wow, that Shrine of War just got reinforced, and this is why swarming does not work, guys. If the reinforcements come through, that's just more time that you're losing because you're just not getting it. And then now, that gives them the advantage. Those look like... those are really big armies. 291, 235. That's probably a 305,000 army, 320,000 army, something like that. 5-5 open, you need to turn your armies around, or unless you're doing a rally. That's the only reason you shouldn't be turning around. Your armies are running away from the battle. Let's go back to the other shrine. They're still trying to work on this thing, swarming it. No rallies. Look at this. Just army after army after army. They're throwing snowballs. They could be hitting with a hammer and they're throwing snowballs. As long as Misfits keeps just reinforcing this shrine, they're wrecking themselves. They're just wrecking themselves. And you can see it in the point total. Look. It's a over 6,000 point difference. There's another reinforcement. I don't know if they're going to have enough reinforcements. Here comes FinFet. Maybe can take that. Are they swarming this one too? No, it looks like they got sent off. Big fight over here. Here's a big rally. They're rallying the obelisk again. If they take that obelisk, they're going to do it all over again. The cycle repeats. These guys get frustrated and flustered and start swarming it, and then they get killed, and then Misfits comes back on the left side and takes back everything they just took. Now this rally has taken serious damage, because there's so many armies attacking him. But look at all the armies around. Oh my goodness. I don't know if this rally is going to make it. It just depends on what's inside that obelisk. That obelisk is getting hit pretty hard. But I just don't think with this many armies sitting here, I don't think it's going to have the juice. Yeah. There's just too many armies there. But it did create a distraction, right? Lots of armies coming down here on the Shrine of Life. Barca's not going to be able to hold that. I don't think, at least. Yeah, there's just too many armies hitting it. Let's go up here to the altar. Ooh, big rally on the altar as well. Got the proper commanders. Misfits, I have noticed on all their buildings, for the most part, they've got really good commanders set up, ready to defend. I just think their troop count isn't there because they're taking a lot of damage. But I would say IKM is also taking a lot of damage. So they just got to keep up the pace. Keep plugging away. Keep pushing where they're not. And just keep taking buildings on the top if they're on the bottom. Reinforcing on the bottom to hold them as long as possible. Those are the ways that you win. Whales are overrated. By themselves with bad commanders and no knowledge of the game, yes, whales are overrated. If they know the game and they've got proper commanders and they've got the troop count, whales are game-changing. So it just depends. Like Misfits, he knows what he's doing. He's doing a lot of work. Yeah, you can't go in that shrine. They just took it, bud. You're going to be in a rough position here. You got kind of cornered. That is a max YSG, though, guys. That's a pretty solid commander. Max YSG does some work. I would suggest Charles as a primary. If you're going to have mixed troops, Charles on defense, full defense path, and some kind of a nuker as a secondary, and you'll be in really good shape. I will say YSG is doing some work. He's taken down a good chunk of health from this Richard army right here. This is a good spot. I'm curious. Yeah, here comes. I was gonna say, where's all the rest of his armies? He's got all of his armies coming on. We got some mixed troops going on here. I see a Frederick, and I can't tell who that other one is. Maybe Julius. That might be Julius. That's three. Yeah, that's Julius. Julius and Frederick. 376,000 troops in one army because of the army expansion buff, because of the army capacity skills on both commanders. That's basically a mini rally by himself. However, it's not good to attack it on your own, especially with all those other armies around. It does look like they are starting to take back this Shrine of War here. Shouldn't have swarmed it, guys. You shouldn't have swarmed it. This was a bad decision. Especially with a YSG. With a YSG defending and you're swarming it, that's the exact wrong thing to do. And Again, primary commander Double C, primary commander Scipio, not good. Primary commander Minna, primary commander Richard, very good. So we should not have swarmed that, especially considering you've got 4 cities right here, one of which is getting attacked. So it's still about a... Misfits are still gaining points. When I say gaining points, I mean they're expanding their lead. So it's about 6,700 point difference now. This is definitely it's going to be a close one down to the wire. Let's see what's going on with the shrine or the Ark. Ark's available. Holden, get the Ark. Holden, get the Ark. Holden, get the Ark. There you go. There you go. Run away, Holden. Run away. You got people attacking you. Run away. Why are you standing there? There you go. You're uber slow, but your armies are in front of you. However, this guy is doing a little sneak around. Look at this guy. And he's got some serious speed troops. Look at that. That's what Double C gets you. So Mario, here's a prime example. Look at this. Look how fast this group is going to go down. Not because he has less troops, but because he doesn't have the skill path. Like, this is what Double C is good for as primary. Look what he's doing. He's kiting around. He's running around. But he's not doing any damage. Like, you're not doing anything. Go kill that guy. Go ahead. Go kill the Ark. Go kill the Ark holder. Go ahead. No, you can do it. You got Double C primary. You can do this. It's cool. I can't tell the full kill count, but we can go to some cities. It's just so hard to peel your eyes away from all the action. There's just so much action. Let's go over to Misfit. Yeah, let's go to Misfit and see how many kills he has. 4.2 million. And we've still got 16 minutes left in this game. FinFet, I know he's pretty solid. 1.1 million. Lady Dragon, 500,000. We saw Geopanipi in earlier, almost 750,000. CBY, 500,000. Yeah, I mean, there's some serious fights going on. And again, look, 2 Double C's, and they're wrecking each other. Frederick versus Julius. That's interesting. You don't see that every day. And Julius is getting worked. Getting worked pretty solidly. Now, I will say this is T5 versus T4. And it's also 2 versus 1. So, not really a good indication of Julius's value here. But I think this was just an unfair fight from the get-go. Wow. I mean, what a battle, guys. They're looking to come to reinforce that Shrine of War. It looks like there's tons of stuff happening over here. We need to stay on this side here because we've got some folks doing some work. Look at all these armies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much devastation and destruction. Thank goodness this isn't in the actual kingdom. Could you imagine how many resources and dead? I mean, people wanting to quit dead. Like, that's how much dead. They did get the altar. It looks like it got swarmed with a rally at the same time. So whenever that happens, you just do what you can and plug away. But it looks like this Ark is going to get captured. I don't think there's any other armies around here that are going to be able to... Yeah, they're not going to be able to catch it. And I know I'm flicking around here, guys, and it's probably a little laggy when I do that, but I'm just trying to get to the action for you. I'm trying to see it too, to be honest with you. Holden, go take that army. Go take that archer army on. You need to attack it right now. There you go. Look how fast those archers are because of El Cid. That's a pretty fast archer group. All the military alliance technology applies in Ark, yes. Except for fast rally, and you don't want to max that right now anyway because it's bugged. For those of you that don't know, if you have max fast rally, in your Alliance tech, you will not be able to do a 1 minute rally in the Ark of Osiris, which is kind of game changing and kind of broke. I've already submitted it into the bugs section of their Discord, so I'm hoping that they will fix it ASAP with the next patch. Maybe they'll slide it right in so that they'll fix it. I'm hoping that's the case. More big fights obviously happening right here. Would not recommend solo charging a Shrine of War occupied by Sun Tzu with a solo army, regardless of how good the commander that's doing it is. Huge fights. Whoever's running away, turn around and fight. Erica Carmen there with a really, really big cavalry run there. It doesn't, SJ24, I know it doesn't work in Ark of Osiris, but not only does it not work in Ark of Osiris, but if you have maxed it out, it gets rid of the 1 minute rally button. So you can't 1 minute rally. You can only 5 minute or above. Misfit's still trying to take this Sky Altar. He's stubbornly just making it happen. Like sometimes you just gotta pound your head against the wall and make things happen. He's at 4.5 million kills, almost 4.6. Definitely more than likely leading the team. Let's take a quick peek. 5-5 open, leading with 71,000 personal score. Misfits right behind him, 500 short at 70,500. Stormfraz 55,000 personal score. FinFet with 19,000. L with some weird characters at 16.8 thousand. Phantom Killer with 15,000. It looks like almost everybody has above 10,000. Lady Dragon, Misfits, Panda Fuzz, Holden Tudix, you need to get about 1,000 points. Legend Osmond, same thing. Baparang Bo, you're about 2,000 away. You've got time. You've got time. Go kill some folks. Occupy some altars. That's how you're going to do it. Your alliance is 10,000 points ahead with 11 minutes left. I think you pretty much got this wrapped up for the most part. There's still time for them to get back in it. Don't get me wrong, but it's a long shot. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Misfits said, we're going to put up a massive fight here, but we're overpowered. And I gotta give it to them. They took it to them from the beginning. They were a little slow on the obelisk, but they took that momentum that IKM took that momentum that they had and just threw it down the drain. They didn't do any rallies. They just congregated. They were sitting still. You never sit still in the Ark of Osiris. Never. You always need to be moving. It takes too long to get places in this map. You can't stand still. Every blue player that's running away, you need to turn around and fight. If you're running away, you're doing it wrong. You should never run away unless you have a cavalry mobility only, and that's what you're trying to do. All right, big swarm here. They're trying to swarm the shrine again. They've got proper commanders. Again, we're talking about 7 T5 armies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 armies between T4 and T5 swarming this shrine. Commanders are great, and they will take you a very long way. But at some point, you have to look at the troop count versus the troop count. And when you've got 11 full T5 armies with more reinforcing on the bottom, that's a tough nut to crack. But he's holding his own. Look how well he's doing. And look at all these armies going into the yellow because of them swarming. IKM needs to learn how to do a rally. And maybe they are rally bugged. That might be why they are not rallying as much as they normally would or should. Maybe they're rally bugged. Maybe they've maxed out their fast rally. Like I said, it's tough. Sky Altar just got taken by Misfits as well. This game's in the bag, guys. 10,000 point difference. We've got about 9 minutes and some change left. Oh, man, this is such a great... Look at this. This Richard is standing strong. Standing strong. Just wrecking. Look at all the sad faces running away. And then these guys are just running over here, maybe thinking they can cap some more stuff. I guarantee you, there's some serious healing speed up shortages after this fight. Serious speed up shortages. And that was their top. That was Misfits. Basically, most of their top players in that shrine, and that's why they held it for so long against that many armies. And Stormfraz is still like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go after it. Why not? Why not? Go ahead with your Charles. I mean, he's going to die, but why not? He's basically high-fiving them in the face is all he's doing. All right, let's see what else is going on the map. There's people going up to the sky altar there. Lots of movement over here on the top right. What is this? What is this? What is it? Why is this happening? Nothing's happening here. Looks like they're sitting here waiting for the Ark again. Ooh, big battle, big battle. Oh yeah, that's going down. That's just an outpost, but I think they might have, no, they didn't rally it. I don't know if it should have taken 5 armies to take out 1 army. Ooh, big stuff happening here. Big fights. Well, there was big fights until Misfits decided to join the fray. All right, here we go, swarming again. This is basically what not to do, guys. T5 or no. You're leading with a Sarka, which I don't know why. Your other commander is leading with the Joan. You've got Minamoto starting, which is really good, but you're swarming a building. Now I will say this Charles is gonna stand strong for quite a while. Now he'd stand a lot stronger if he had infantry in here. POW days, it takes about 1,200 days of speed ups with full alliance help for every single research. All right, so it looks like they probably will take the Sky Altar, and really all to do with this Charles group here. All the other groups that Sartan sent are pretty much getting wrecked. But this is pretty much in the bag. Now they're at about 10,500 delta between their scores. There's 6 minutes left. I'll check the scores again in just 1 second. I do want to go check and see if there's any other things happening around the map. Lots of movement over here on the left side. Looks like they're going after the Sky Altar. Again, oh, there's a rally. There's a rally. Rallies exist. Holy crap. And again, maybe I missed them all. So apologies to IKM if I missed all of your rallies. I just didn't see very many. I saw maybe 2 before this one here. So most of the time I saw just swarming. And that's, unfortunately, I think why you lost. Overall, I think you had a good player base with good troops and okay commanders. I think overall, though, you just need to rally more. I think rallying more will help you win fights like this, where you're positioned to win from your power and utilizing your strategy. Yeah, Kyle, Andre, I will do it. Remind me after this is over so that I don't forget. Lion King, turn around. You're killing him anyway, but just turn around. All right, looks like they're bashing on quite a few buildings over here. Trying to cap a couple more altars, which is definitely good. This one's going down with Frederick inside of it. This is going to be a tight fight. Tight fight. Lots of armies. Goodness. So they took the Sky Altar over here, and lots of sad faces running away. But again, I think it's just a little too late for IKM to mount a serious comeback. They've got 10 teleports left. Let's go check out the rally that they sent against this altar here and see how this has basically been Lion King land over here. Yeah, this is a huge win. Jason Bourne, huge win for Lion King's alliance. He was underpowered. I think everybody kind of chalked this up to an IKM victory. Even he was like, you know, it's going to be a tough fight. We're going to give it our best, and came out on top. Came out on top. I think strategy really came into it. I also think IKM doing stuff like this is also why they lost. Why IKM lost. I don't use an emulator. This is actually an iOS device. I have finally figured out how to have a full screen with iOS. So excited. So excited. Yeah, these wins are that much sweeter, and it looks like maybe another rally's going on over here. Is this a rally? That was a rally. That was a rally. Didn't last long, but it was a rally. And it looks like they are capping. Well, they were capping, but now it's dropped. Okay, so big fight for the Ark. Big fight for the Ark here. It looks like IKM will eventually get it. Good move by Gia Panipi to kind of skedaddle out of there doing the caravan hop there. Looks like, unfortunately, though, Wild Caddy does have cavalry against infantry. Cavalry will catch infantry every time. It's just unfortunate. Being an infantry guy, I get it. I get your pain, brother. I don't even want to watch it. I don't want to watch those infantry just get attacked like that. Okay. So there's some big battles going on over here as well. The Ark is still down. It's not capped. In fact, it looks like Misfits have taken that shrine. Well, they just lost it again. I was going to say they just took the outpost there so that they couldn't even take the Ark to that outpost, but it looks like they finally got it back. On the left side, looks like some decent commanders are making some pushes. Lots of AoE commanders happening here. Yeah, infantry's great, Jason Bourne. It's just whenever you're half health army and you're running away and you've got a cavalry full army beating on you, it's just not usually good for you. Looks like a Julius and Barca group running away. I think that I think Misfits have taken this, guys. Let's take a quick peek. Ooh. Misfits did not like that 5-5 Open was beating him. He is now at 96,000 points. 91,800 for 5-5 Open. There's only a minute left, minute and a half left. Let's get back into some action. We'll go over some of the points at the very end. I got to say, best fight I've seen so far. Stamp it, put it away, it's done. This is a great, great fight. This was a great fight. I hope I was able to catch as much as I could for you guys. I guarantee you there's some pieces that I missed because of just how many armies were on the battlefield here. Just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane fights. Looks like they're finally dwindling down. We got a minute left. I think just overall the fact that we didn't sit here and camp at this part of the map and watch people just AoE, I think makes any of the Ark fights really good. But this fight absolutely just destroys anything I've seen, even from my lines. Like we did fights like this, but nothing to this degree. Like not this many T5 alliances, man. Whew. So let's see who wins this fight. There's 14 seconds left. I'll jump back to it, I promise. There's so many fights. I don't know which one to do. There's sad faces going off everywhere. Victory. Victory. So this is what a solid strategy will do for you. It looks like IKM did, in fact, get higher Ark score. So for those of you that don't know, the more you get the Ark later in the game, the more points you get per Ark for your alliance. So it's better to be more consistent later in the game getting the Ark than it is necessarily from a point standpoint to get it at the beginning. However, from a strategy standpoint, getting the Ark at the very beginning can be very beneficial because you get the buffs. The buffs are where it's at. Modern Agario, I'll clap anyone with my T7 cavalry. Infantry is not a threat. You show me your T7 cavalry. Screenshot or it didn't happen, buddy. 42,788 to 37,089. Well played to Misfit Lion Division. Absolutely stellar performance. 14.8 million kills versus 12.8 million kills. I think they were down at least 1 or 2 T5 versus IKM, and that was the point difference basically that they had. Units healed were actually less than IKM, which does make sense considering the kills. Arc captures, both of them were 2. So you can see, again, they capped it the same amount of times, but they got more points on IKM because they did it at the end. Teleports were a big factor. I think Misfits used the teleports to their advantage. Worked really well. Really well. All right, so let's move on from this one, and let's see what else happens. So let's go into the report. And then I promise, yes, Kyle Andre, I will go over to the expedition real quick and show you. All right, so looks like Holden was the man of the hour when it came to Ark of Osiris as far as the actual Ark capture, so good job to you. Geo, great job on occupation score. You were probably holding down a lot of those altars that were getting attacked over and over again. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You did a really good job with provisions. Misfits Lion King, total kills, 3.6. That's not accurate. I saw you at 4.6, 4.8. I'm not quite sure why it says 3.6. That's incorrect. You had 4.6 million kills in the Ark 5 minutes before the end. Severely wounded units, that's fine. Units healed. Stormfraz, he probably was working with his Richard and Joan groups and Pelagius and all kinds of healing commanders. Let's click to expand. Let's see who got 10 sculptures. So with a score of almost 98,000 points, highest I've seen, is Misfits Lion King. Just under him, 5-5 Open with 97,331. Stormfraz was 74,000. And then we start getting to the rank 4, 5, 6 to 10, all between 15 and 24,000. FinFet, CBY, Your Name, Phantom Killer, Your Name, Logan. Geo again, you did get to 15, so very well done there. Lady Dragon, Hulk. Everybody here almost got above 10,000. There was only 5 players on the entire team that did not get 10,000. And Honey's Queen, you were so close. 60 more points, and you would have gotten 5 more sculptures. That's unfortunate. I did see you doing some work in there, Lewis. I feel for you. Royal King, okay. All right. So, what do we take away from this, right? What do we take away from this absolutely killer fight, killer Ark battle? I don't think I'm going to have the word to put in there properly to enunciate what's going to happen when people watch this video. I'm just probably going to type must see. This is the best. So we are a team, we are a family, we are one. Absolutely, y'all did a fantastic job. Definitely the coordination was there. I could tell y'all were using voice chat, clear leadership in place. It was curious how Lion King was in their obelisk area before the majority of their army was. Like, how do you let that happen, first off? And then second off, why did you stop? Like, why did they stop? I know why they stopped, but why? Like, why? It's one of those rhetorical questions of what were you thinking? So they made some critical mistakes at the beginning, IKM did. They did a good job with their fights. They had very powerful armies, very powerful commanders, very powerful governors. I think their commander choices could have been a little better. I think their strategy could have been a lot better. Yeah, David, y'all wrecked it. Y'all absolutely wrecked it. Cow hasty departure. Yeah, I mean, that's a thing. I like Minamoto rain destruction and nuking for my primary commanders. So, again, great job, guys. I think overall that was a pretty textbook way to fight somebody that has more power than you, and also a good way to show what leadership and coordination does versus just raw power. And I think we've seen that quite a few times over the course of the last few weeks as we've seen other commentaries. You've seen really large, we're the champions. Come on, man. So we've seen really large alliances fall to smaller alliances that were more coordinated and we're more ready for the battle, because we do, whenever we have higher power, we tend to feel a little more overconfident about ourselves. So it is what it is. I like all the markers. That's exactly the way you do it. Let me type in chat. Killer fight. Well done. Well played. All right. So, again, Misfits, fantastic job. I appreciate y'all inviting me to cast that. I will definitely, if you want me to, cast your next one. I was starting to lean towards kind of maybe turning down the casting a bit, maybe doing a few weekend or something like that. But with stuff like this, if we continue with fights like this, I will absolutely do these any time of the day. It's after midnight right now for me. I don't even care. I'm so hyped up. I'm going to go out for a jog afterwards. I'm going to go do something. I've got so much adrenaline going through my veins right now. Absolutely fantastic work. I'm going to hop off here for this account because Mr. Andre wanted me to show him an expedition really quick, which I do not mind doing. For those of you that are watching for the actual Ark, this is basically it. I appreciate y'all joining me. I think we got close to 100 viewers live this time, and for those that missed it, man, what a fight. What a fight. What a fight. This was an absolutely epic battle. Really looking forward to it. So thanks, everybody. Let me jump over to my main account here real quick, and I will show you Expedition Level 70. I'll make it a quick 5-minute thing. Andre, if you're still on, what do you want me to use? What would you like me to use? I can't use Hulk. I don't have that commander. This isn't Marvel Avengers, Marvel Superheroes or whatever. Today's stream reached 98. Wow. Fantastic job, everybody. I really appreciate y'all joining me. Again, this has been a great battle. I've enjoyed every bit of it. Modern Drago, do you think Mehmed and Barbie's maxed out? I'm assuming Baybar's maxed out on Conquering will destroy a city hall. Does Baybar's have Conquering? I didn't think he did. He sure does. Look at that. No, and the reason I say that, the Conquering skill path or the Conquering talent path is just not that good. It's just not that good. Yeah, Lion King, absolutely. I enjoyed it. Let me know when I can do your next one, because I do not mind casting your stuff at all. That was fantastic. Fantastic footage, and I really enjoyed casting it. So let me do this really quick, guys, because I don't want to extend this out any longer than it has to. I saw somebody say use your whole army, so we can do that. Let me just use, I'll do a preview here. And I don't have any of my presets. No, I don't have any presets on my casting device, so we're gonna have to go through this real quick. But as you can see, I've got too many troops here. Let's use Osman with YSG for my crossbowmen, and use him with Minna. Oh, we're doing work, guys. We're doing real work here. Yeah, sure, why not? I've got other commanders, but you look like you're going to be in good shape, so there you go. Boom. Start. Yeah, this is what Rome looks like, folks. So again, I could just send this army, and he'd be fine. Let me drag these guys and start them up the path of attacking here. It's really hard to see. All right, so this is all about to go down, and Julius is about to go super down because he can't handle all this. This is no buffs, no expansions, no runes, no cards, no nothing. I will be making an expedition video, guys, so stay tuned for that. For those of you that are still tuning in, I appreciate you sticking around for this little thing. Somebody had asked in the channel to see this, so this is what it looks like. Again, I am going to do an expedition video. I'm also going to be doing some commander-specific videos and also troop-specific videos, so I think that could be beneficial for you guys. Maybe some updated information. I know there's a ton of information out there that's really good. But maybe get some more specific information for more up-to-date patches, and also just, you know, things change, right? Like the meta changes with the new civilizations. Things just need updates. So happy to provide that for you guys. Mario, thank you. I appreciate you. Jason Bourne, absolutely. Rome civilization, baby. Kyle Andre, your whole army. Well, this is what my whole army looks like, and that's what level 70 expedition looks like, getting absolutely face smashed. There you go. That's a 3-star, clearly. So that's it. That's all it looks like, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, thank you all for joining. I really appreciated it. You joining. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you again to Misfits Flying King and Misfits Division here to help with giving me the content to stream to you guys. Again, absolute blast. Let me know what I can do to help you guys out in the future. This will be up probably in about 30 to 35 minutes because with Mac, it takes 30 to 35 minutes to upload because of the quality of the content. So, have a good one. Have a good night. It's after midnight here. I've got another arc here in about 12 to 14 hours. I'll see y'all later. Cheers. Have a good one. Take care. All right.